Love them or hate them, ESPN still popular voice, the most popular voice in sports, of course. An article titled 100 Days College Football Season. Let me get that. That was, I messed that all up. 100 days until week 0. Top storylines, games, and predictions for the 2025 season. So there's a lot of good stuff in here. If you're just a general college football fan that we'll get into. And they go through, I'll read the intro real quick. 100 days from now, the college football season will officially begin. Week 0 will kick off on August 23rd with an international edition of Farmageddon as the Big 12 hopefuls Iowa State and Kansas State meet in Dublin. Hey, that's going to be a good game there. Of course, last year was Georgia Tech and FSU. The big upset to start the year there for Georgia Tech there in Dublin. This year, Iowa State, Kansas State. So it could be a pretty good Big 12 game there to kick the season off. 100 days from this Thursday, May 15th. ESPN goes on to say, while we're counting down the days until the season starts, it's never too early to look at storylines, players, and coaches who should define 2025. We'll even make some wild predictions. If I got time, I'll go into those. But I'm trying to keep it Florida focused here, what they had to say about Florida in this article. Keep it on right here. It says, this year we'll see 6-time Super Bowl winning coach Bill Belichick make his college football coaching debut at North Carolina, and star quarterback Nico Iamaleava debut at UCLA after a dramatic transfer portal exit from Tennessee. We'll see former Georgia quarterback Carson Beck at Miami, in parentheses if he's healthy. And Arch Manning mania officially kicks off at the Horseshoe when SEC favorite Texas travels to face Ohio State, the reigning college football playoff national champions. So here it is. Our ESPN college football reporters have put together 10 lists of 10 things to know, 100 in total, ahead of the college football season. So it's storylines, must-see games, coaches, Heisman contenders, first-time college football playoff teams, freshman transfers, first-round bye predictions, and group of 5 teams. So when looking at this, Florida could have been in some of the storylines. There's 10 storylines that they pick out. Florida's not really in the 10 storylines. Must-see games. Florida's not in any of the 10 must-see games. We'll go through those if I remember to go through them, but Florida's not in them. Some question if there really is. if some of them, if some other ones should be. Coaches. Billy Napier not mentioned in that. Heisman contenders. That's where we get some Florida love. First-time college football playoff teams. That's where we get some Florida love. We'll go through all those categories if we can, but the ones specifically focused on Florida. So everybody hit that like button, subscribe right here. Special pop-up episode right here at Gators. I just felt like doing an episode on this. There's an article up if you want to read it. They're kind of discussing what they had to say about Florida in this article, and some more things out there at gatorsbreakdown.com. I just wanted to. This could kind of be more of a conversation. Guys, throw it in the chat. Throw it in the chat if you want to. To discuss here what's going on, what you hear in this article, and we'll get it going. We'll get it going for sure. But plenty to get into. Okay. Remember to keep the conversation going. Gators Breakdown Plus link is in the description. Extra episodes, ad-free episodes of Gators Breakdown, access to that Discord chat because I'll be getting to the kind of Q&A. Sent the email out to Gators Breakdown Plus members. About time to answer a lot of questions that were sent. A lot of questions that were sent my way there. So certainly looking forward to that. Looking forward to that for sure. A lot of good questions. That was you guys will keep me busy. Keep me busy with those. Like it. And then gatorsbreakdownmerch.com. Support Gators Breakdown there as well. Link is in the description. Some new designs up there. gatorsbreakdownmerch.com. So let me pull it up. Let's go first-time college football playoff teams. And of course, Florida should be on the list. If you're talking about teams that haven't made it yet. Now, you got to go all the way back to 2014, and we had the 4-team playoff. But now the expanded playoff, the second year of the 12-team playoff. And ESPN wants to discuss 10 potential first-time college football playoff teams. Florida should be on the list. They definitely should be on the list. Here we go. Number 10, Texas A&M. Number 9, Louisville. Number 8, Florida. 7, Texas Tech. 6, Kansas State. 5, BYU. 4, Iowa State. 3, Miami. 2, South Carolina. Number 1, Illinois. Now, I don't know if these are rankings. I think it might just be a list. I don't know if they're ranking these teams and how they seem maybe the most likely first team to make their college football playoff. And do they really think Illinois is the top-ranked team out of South Carolina, Miami, Iowa State, BYU, Kansas State, Texas Tech, Florida, Louisville, Texas A&M? Now, you'll notice a lot of Big 12 teams there. And that's just the life in the Big 12. I mean, if you look at it with Texas Tech, Kansas State, BYU, Iowa State, I mean, when you look at the Big 12, and it's hard to pick out a team that's going to run away with it, you're going to have a lot of teams in that list making their first appearance. And they're going to get a representative there. So if Arizona State doesn't repeat, and the way the conferences have been reshuffled in the last few years, you're going to have teams that haven't even been in the Big 12. BYU, Arizona State came in first year. They're in the playoff. So who knows? Who knows? But what did they say about Florida? Number 8, Florida, right here in their list. The Gators again have one of the most difficult schedules in the country, but they also have one of the best quarterbacks in DJ Lagway, as long as they keep him healthy. Lagway went 6-1 as a starter last year, but the Gators are lower on this list because of a gauntlet that includes road games at LSU, Miami, Texas A&M, and Ole Miss. Well, there's my answer. They actually did rank them. So Florida's lower on the list because of the schedule. It would be surprising to see Florida win the SEC, but if it finishes with 2 or maybe even 3 losses, depending on the games and opponents, it could earn an at-large. The conversation at right when I was saying, hey, Florida, if about in games, Florida versus LSU, Florida versus Miami, which one's bigger? Now, in a way, that I looked at it, I was like, well, I think you got to beat Miami because you can handle a loss to LSU. And if Florida does end the season, then we all want better than 9-3. But if Florida ends the season 10-2, 9-3, 10-2, they're in the playoff, no doubt about it. 9-3, well, then you might need to start comparing resumes. And as we sit here mid-May, and I'm looking at a resume, a loss to LSU is going to look a lot better than a loss to Miami, in my estimation. But there you go. If Florida's going to make the playoff in this difficult schedule, there's your explanation from ESPN. It makes a lot of sense. But Florida should be on this list. When you're seeing a team that's hovering around most of the early season polls that we see, 10, 15, yeah, then, okay, they should be on the list of first-time college football participants, college football playoff participants.